What's going on, Sumolings? Thank you so much for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. I am Lindsay, and I am joined by the team over at Vidthere. Vidthere is an easy-to-use full suite of tools for live, hybrid, and evergreen webinars, as well as zero-latency video meetings. It's starting at just $89 for a lifetime deal on AppSumo right now. But before we dive into the walkthrough and we show you the product, I just want to tell you a few quick things. The first is that if you want to tell us a little bit about your use case and why you are interested in Vidthere, we would love to hear that over in the chat room to the right. And then if you have any questions about the tool, questions should go down below. Hello, Armando. If you guys want to tell us, if you guys want to say hi and let us know where you're calling from, we love that too. The Q&A box down below is open and ready for your questions. We do have Lissy on standby ready to answer those. Hello, Greg in Las Vegas. And then the Monterrey, Mexico, Francisco, yay. The last thing is that there will be a replay of this available, so you can watch this as many times as you want. And yeah, thank you so much, Alex, for joining us today.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi, nice to meet you all.
I am very excited to have you here. I am excited to dive into this product. Chris, you look like Lindsay today. Oh no, I forgot to change my name. I will change my name. Thank you. I will take care of that once I go off screen. And Alex, I'm going to let you take it away from here to do the walkthrough. I will come back on the mic for the Q&A. Just let me know when you're ready for questions.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, hi everyone. I'm just going to share my screen now with you and start with my presentation for you guys today. So, hi everyone. Again, I'm Alex. I'll be your host for this webinar session about Vidthere. Happy Wednesday, by the way, and thank you very much for coming online for my presentation. So I'll start with my agenda for this presentation. So here's a brief one. So it's been like a week since we've launched on AppSumo, and some of you were asking if I'm a real person. So I'm a real person. Hi and thanks. And the agenda goes like this. Intro to webinars. I'm going to talk about webinars, why they're important, and also talk about Vidthere and how you can actually do these webinars in Vidthere. Then I'm going to talk about our team. I'm just gonna slightly introduce you to the team behind Vidthere. Then key features, the key features of Vidthere before I take you through a demo in Vidthere itself, and just slightly upon the AppSumo offer and answer any questions that I saw that you're asking about the offer. So let's start. Okay, so as I said, first of all, I thought I'll just touch upon webinars. So I know that many of you who are watching these, you're already into webinars, using them, and know the value of really good webinars and a webinar platform. But for those who have not been into webinars already, I just thought I would touch upon some of the ways that webinars are used. So in Vidthere, we've got a couple of thousand users, and each of them with a specific use case. And to be fair honest, big companies, small companies, trainers, sales people, marketing agencies, now teachers, since we've, everyone has moved to remote tools in the last year. So very specific use cases and very different. So the reason why I know this is because, and I'm really passionate about this, and you will hear me talking about this a few times during the presentation, but we've actually been doing a lot of one-to-one calls with our customers and talk about their webinars, about their goals with the webinar platform, and what is actually the approach they're taking and what they want to achieve with that. So it appears that people are really into different kind of webinars, and always with a constructive feedback for us, which is much appreciated. So now I'll talk about one specific use case, which is the sales one. So we've noticed during these calls that somebody who's working in sales and doing webinars, they get the most out of it. So I'll tell you now why. So our clients and ourselves will often, use the webinar as a tool in email marketing to drive users to. So you push traffic into a webinar, and a large number of the people that will attend will convert on the live webinar itself. Now, what happens is also that the recording is a very important segment of webinars as well. So you put the live webinar to the market, but don't forget to put the recording as well. Because to be honest, on the feedback that we're receiving from people and the research we're doing with our customers appears that like 40% of the conversion happens on the live webinar, but the rest 60 happens on the recording. So recording is something that it's really, really important when it comes to webinar and the conversion of traffic in them. Yeah, hope this was useful information for all of you. Now, on this slide, I'm going to talk about Vidthere at a high level. So what's the mission with Vidthere and how we approach toward that mission? It's a simple one. We wanted to create a webinar platform that is going to be easy to use, easy to access, and easy to afford. So everything in Vidthere should be easy. When I say easy to access, I mean easy to attend. When I say easy to use, I mean easy to host video meetings and live webinars and automated webinars in it, and easy to afford, cheap to afford. So actually our platform is full of feature-rich functionalities that make the tool easy and effective for everyone. So you don't have to be a technology savvy to use Vidthere. It is made for everyone and for every use case. So that's the goal that we want to achieve with Vidthere and aiming towards. Thank you. Now, since I started about Vidthere, I thought I will just share the history of the product, since it was something that you guys actually on the deal page wanted to hear about. So I just thought I will include that in the presentation. So as a team, some of us have been working on and actually supported webinar software for over 5 years. So we had an opportunity last year when the client from whom we previously built and maintained a webinar product decided to sell the platform and move on. So we had the opportunity to take what we've learned from it, and I might say the hard way, and actually go and make a webinar platform ourselves and put all of the knowledge that we have in it. Webinars platforms are not easy. I'm sure you all know, those who are using it especially, and those who are doing who are doing platforms, you know that it's not easy. There are tricky components in live webinars, and yeah, we've learned that the hard way and still learning, as I said, but trying to make Vidthere the best we can. So Vidthere was built last year in a beta stage and launched actually this year fully and still growing, of course. Yeah. Now, this is the happiest slide in my presentation. This is my team, actually. I'm very proud to be able to show you some of the people that are behind Vidthere. Some of them you might already know, like the support agents and me. So if you're wondering which am I, the second one. Yeah, so this is the team behind Vidthere. They're working hard every day behind the scenes, so I thought it would be nice that you can see them and like meet them like this. Yeah. Also, now, since I'm talking about us, a bit about the company and the product, well, this is the missions that we have. Like, we have a mission for Vidthere, but we have a mission for the company and for the team as well. So what I would like to do here is just bullet point some of the most important things and our mission and our goal to it. So our mission is to create a cost-effective and feature-rich platform. Like, we aim towards innovation plus robustness plus customization. We have passion for customer success, as you have probably noticed because I'm constantly mentioning that. And yeah, we want to make a combination that delivers our users' ambitions. Now, when it comes to the other mission, or the mission that we have as a team and towards the team, uh, as a company, we want to help our team excel, then level up the team every day, level up the business every day. Of course, that's important, and also deliver more for clients every day. Now, it is worth mentioning that we have 12 countries. So 12 countries and 37 teammates from all of these countries, which is amazing, because working with different people, it's amazing. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share about our mission with Vidthere, but also our mission as a team as well. Now, let's dive into some of the key features of Vidthere. I'm going to start with video meetings. Video meetings nowadays, very important thing. So have conference calls, team calls, audio, video, and share screen mode. So switchable modes into video meetings with everyone you need to speak to in one screen. So have immediate feedback with meetings. It's very easy to create them. Create a meeting, deliver the link, and yeah, start the event or attend the event. So if you want to engage people, we always have the powerful chat in them, the call to action buttons also, and what is also important, as I touched upon it, the recording of it. So no limit on your recordings, no limit on the storage of your recordings in Vidthere for video meetings. Next one would be live webinars. So live webinars are hands down the best way to get new customers, as I mentioned in the slide when I was talking about webinar and the conversion of leads in them. So drive people to a webinar page, resend and close. Yeah, so the live webinar segment is actually very suitable for larger events like this one, for example, where you have a great number of people watching it and you wanna engage them, maybe in a sales webinar or in a demo webinar, whatever the use case is. So what we have also is a combination of let's say modes in a live webinar, and that would be the hybrid mode of webinars. A very nice segment and very famous one, but I'll get into the details once I take you through the platform itself. But it's basically combination of live webinars and recorded segments in them. Also, call to action buttons, reach to your audience by triggering some actions. Have the powerful chat, have the recording at the end, and yeah, that's what you need for a successful webinar. Another one will be Evergreen Webinars. So I've touched upon video meetings, now live webinars, and now Evergreen Webinars. Automated webinars. Do a recording, do a presentation, and just schedule the presentation to be a recurring one or one-time presentation. What is super cool is that you have the watch now option, and you can enable that in order to, fit into busy schedules. So busy schedules, we have people from great companies that won't be able to attend the webinar. Make it a watch now option. Whoever gets the link, they're into the event right away, so they won't miss your webinar. You can use existing webinars as well. So run a presentation, a live meeting, a rocking one, and then use that as a recording for your Evergreen webinars. The last one, actually it's not the last one. This one is about the full customization as a key feature of Vidthere. So we have full customization on your landing pages, on your emails, and on your event screens. So landing page would be something that people will see on the very first site when they get your link. So you want to make sure you make something pretty out of it. Use our templates, customize your events, add videos, add images, change the logo. You can do the same for your emails. So you can send emails through Vidthere, but also branded emails. Yeah, and also brand your events. Do your logo in an event, brand your event and increase the value of it. Okay, again, to my dedicated support and account management team. So I've added this as a key feature of Vidthere because it is. We care, and we want to make sure that you achieve your goal with Vidthere. So these are Naila, Atanas, and Sanya. Probably some of you already have spoken with them on a call or via support. But these are the people, my lovely team members from the success team that are always talking to you, taking notes, asking questions, a lot of questions, but that's just a way for us to see what your goal is with Vidthere and tailor our support and strategy towards actually succeeding in your goal. Yeah, so always available for you. Actually, you will receive a dedicated account manager who you can always speak to and build a relationship with. Okay. Now time for the demo one. Just let me grab some water. That was a lot of talking. So let's go into Vidthere and yeah, see how I can walk you through it. Okay. Now to Vidthere. So this is the main dashboard of Vidthere. I'll talk about a specific use case, and in this case, I'll take a salesperson who, you know, drives traffic to live webinars and wants to actually achieve a nice webinar, convert leads for a webinar, and so on. So basically, this is the main dashboard on Vidthere. Now, before you start events, I always suggest that you customize your account. So in the settings section, always do that first, my recommendation, of course. In the settings, so set up your profile, add your avatar, any personal information to make your account look professional. Then create the buttons that you're going to use in your webinars if you want to use one. So first create them here in the settings section. Then video clips. Upload your video clips, and this is for actually the hybrid mode of webinars. So upload your clips and then you can use them once you're creating the event. Autoresponders. So we do have a native integration with a bunch of autoresponders, which you can connect, select your list, and automatically add traffic to your list in the autoresponder that you're using. Also remember to set up your email and SMTP settings. Sub accounts, if you do have some, you can manage them here. And CNAME settings. So set up your CNAME, set up everything in your settings, and you're ready to go with Vidthere. Now, I'm going to start with the approach that a salesperson would take with Vidthere. Live webinars. So live webinars as a tool for this use case. As I said previously, so 40% on the live webinar, 60% will convert on the replay. So in terms of live webinars, you need just a title of the webinar. So let's say Alex Rocks. Set the time, the date when you want to run the webinar, and yeah, you can create the event right from the very first step. If you want to share it on social media, go for it. Just enable the Facebook one and it will share live on Facebook as well. Record event. The event will be recorded and you'll have a replay of the webinar available, unless of course you decide to actually disable this and do not have a recording. Now, the other steps are not a must, but very important if you're creating a rocking presentation. You can monetize your events with the pricing, set a ticket for the events, and actually monetize them. Page layout, something very important when it comes to the registration of your page and the full customization, which I've explained in the key features. I'll show you a page that I've created for you, but when I'm going to edit an event. So here you can actually customize your event. You can customize the emails. You can add your logo for the event or for the emails as well. As you can see, in each of these steps, we have the create event button, which means that you don't have to go through all of them in order to create the event. You can create the event from each of these steps separately. Yeah. Now, participants, invite your participants by importing a CSV file. So a lot of people at once, or just send them specific email. If you forget to put somebody on the CSV file, you can always jot their email here and invite them. Chat settings, decide whether you want to have a chat, but it's usually something very, very helpful because you want to engage people, you want to answer questions, and so full chat or private chat only. It really depends on your presentation and on how you're going to deal with the questions. If you're having a lot of questions like I do now, I see you want to have an assistant like I have Lisi at this moment. So just invite them and let them know that they're going to help you answer questions in the chat. Now, reminder emails. Send reminder emails through Vidthere. So before or after the webinar, depends on you, or both of them. Decide the days, the hours, even minutes when you want to send the webinars, the emails for the webinar, and you're done. Now, autoresponders. Once you have connected your autoresponders, you select the list here actually, and then everyone who's going to register for this event will be added to your list in your autoresponder automatically. Extras, the best part. So URL redirection. If you're doing a sales webinar, not sometimes, but always, you would like to send them to a sign up link or your website or whatever you need people to see. Now, from experience, if you jot the link in the chat, you're not sure who is going to open that. If you create a button, that's very helpful, and they'll have it always on the chat box to open it. But if you want to make 100% sure that they're going to see the sign up page, use the redirect when event has ended. Add an URL here, and their URL from the webinar will change to the one that you add here. So 100% sure that everyone is going to see that because they will be redirected there. Yeah, video clips. As soon as you got a video clip and you want to make this a hybrid mode of a webinar, just choose the video clip here and buttons as well. So you can choose more than one, of course, video clip or button. Those will appear on your screen once you are in a hybrid mode, which is very famous, as I said. And let me just briefly go into it. And it's something that is a combination of a live stream and pre-recorded presentation in it. So you run a live stream, but if you have something from, I don't know, maybe a second presenter that would like to share something with them, but they don't feel confident or they can't attend the webinar live and be co-presenters, they send a nice presentation and you play it during the webinar, and then go back to the live stream or go back to the main presenter or yourself and continue with the presentation. A very famous one for each of the use cases that we've come up so far in Vidthere. Once you're done, create the event, and the event will be created on your calendar view. You can always check, yeah, Alex rocks. You can always check the events here. If I click on more, I can copy then this URL and actually go and send it over to people that should attend my webinar. Now I'm just going to edit this one because I want to show you my landing page. So edit. It's a training session that I'm going to have. I've created the page just to show you. So this is the page that I'm going to use for my registrants for the event tomorrow. So I've chosen the third, I think, or the last, not sure, of the templates that we have here for customization of landing pages, and added a picture that I want to show to people, add any description, anything that I want to change the colors. So everything here is changed by name. Hope you like it. And once I'm done, I just click on save and that's it. So you can add page content, you can add descriptions, you can add even videos for your presentations, for the registration page itself or for the thank you page itself. And yeah, send it over to people and have them in your event. Once I'm done with the editing, update event, and the event is going to be updated. Yeah, so that's about live webinars and how you can customize them at its finest. Now, once you actually have people converting into leads, you can use the live meetings or video meetings and, you know, talk with them one-to-one or even in smaller groups with immediate feedback. To be honest, from the experience that I have, it's very important to see the body language of people when you're talking to them, especially when you want to teach them something or sell them something. So you want to see the feedback, the body language they're showing. Video meetings are the best way to do that. Invite them to a video meeting here. Just create the link, send the link there into the event. If you're planning to have larger meetings, just select this larger meeting button here and you'll have that layout. But yeah, the customization is pretty much the same as in live webinars. You can create your page layout, you can invite people, you can set a redirect, and you can use the extras that we have here as well. So that's about the video meetings, sorry. Yeah. And now Evergreen Webinars. Before I started being good in live webinars, these events were my favorite kind because it was always easier for me to record a presentation, upload the presentation, and have it run for people, and they can watch it wherever they want to. So still I love them, by the way. So here is the catch about Evergreen webinars. So fully automated webinars. Use your rocking presentation, the one you did, and it appeared to be very good and the rate on conversion was high. Use that as an Evergreen webinar and actually send to a lot of people to be able to watch it, or upload a video. If you have another presentation in mind, upload a video and have it as an Evergreen webinar. So you can have it at a one time or a recurring one. You decide the times. But if you want to make it like available for everyone at any moment, because as I've mentioned previously, it's crazy days and we all have crazy schedules, so you want to make sure you adapt to all of them. Just use the watch now option. They'll get the link and be able to watch the presentation at any moment they're available, which is super cool, I think. And yeah, gives you the option to, you know, email a lot of people that can watch the webinar, because you give them the freedom to watch it wherever they can. Yeah. Also the steps about customizing it, about monetizing it, inviting people, and the URL redirection will be the same as for the other events. Yeah. Thank you. And now I've been doing my preparations and actually done some pictures so you can see how actually the screen will look like on your webinar. So bear with me, this is a very serious phase, but it was the best that I can pull out yesterday when I was preparing for the presentation. So this is how a webinar screen will look like on the presenter side. As you can see, I have three modes: camera mode, share screen mode, and play video mode, because this is a hybrid mode of a webinar. I can share my screen or I can play a video at any time. So let's see how that looks like. This is the screen share mode and my never give up on your dreams wallpaper on my computer. So I've shared my screen, and at the same moment I've asked for an action from people. So as you can see, here is my button. It will take them to the URL I want them to see. This is how the chat will look like. So you can communicate with them. Here you can see your attendees and manage them. Now, when it's time to play the video, that's the hybrid mode. Just play the video. It will play. So you'll be on mute. The video plays. You can communicate with people. The button stays here for as long as I want it to stay on screen, and that's it. Once you're done with the hybrid mode or with the video, you can go back to share screen and camera mode again and continue with the live stream of the presentation. Yeah. And just to show you how the end screen will look like. Sorry, this Zoom pop-up is just, okay, here it is. Yeah, this is the end screen. Now, this is before I have the replay. The chat is still active, so you can still answer questions. once the replay is processed and there, yeah, the chat won't be active anymore, and you'll deliver the replay of your rocking presentation. Again, check the statistics and check the chat transcripts. That's a lot of shit in one sentence. So yeah, basically that's what I wanted to walk you through with there on a specific use case and how they are using Vidthere. So I'll now go back to my presentation and finish it. Okay. Now this is the part when I'm talking about Vidthere and the AppSumo offer. First of all, I'm not talking just about Vidthere today. I'm talking about Vidthere tomorrow and Vidthere in future as well. So we've been working with the AppSumo team a couple of months, and we've been actually a little cut out about more AppSumo specific requirements like C names, and yeah, we've tried to adjust to that and make sure we got them for you by the time the offer is live. So I really apologize if it wasn't smooth as it might, but I'm saying we're not talking about Vidthere today, but Vidthere tomorrow and Vidthere forever. So yeah, the AppSumo actually offer is still live, and let me just clarify a few things about it because I've been getting questions about that. So the single one will give you all of the features mentioned in the deal page. Unlimited participants in live webinars, but 100 participants in meetings. So that's the limit. Two codes accounts will just increase the number of meetings, not meetings, sorry, participants in meetings, and the sub accounts. So we'll give you 25 sub accounts. Then another code plus 100 participants in meetings and plus 25 sub accounts in your account. Hope this makes sense and it's clear. Yeah, and thank you very much for your attention. And yeah, you can find us on appsumo.com/Vidthere. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for walking us through all of that. I'm going to go ahead and ask you just some of the questions that we have here in the Q&A box. Sumolings, if you have any questions, now's your moment to send them into the Q&A. We're going to get through all of these. All right, so I'm just going to go through them as they came in. Can I add custom registration fields?
Yeah, so currently we do offer a lot of registration fields there, like you can choose to add, numbers, state, zip code, and so on. But if we're talking about something that it's not available there, so currently, no, that's not an option. But yeah, you can email us on support@vidthere.com and we'll make sure to add that on the roadmap and let you know actually about the plan for it.
Wonderful. Is there a host option? If yes, can you show me how?
You mean host option, like to give the presenting rights to somebody else? That kind of a host?
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. So we do have that option. So I'm the main host, but I can give you the rights to be a host like we did now. So you can actually choose somebody from the attendees list and make them a host, and then be host yourself again by actually removing them from the host option that they have. But also you can have co-presenters. So I'm the main presenter, but you can have 4 more co-presenters on your screen.
Great. What are the minimum requirements technically for your meetings or webinars to run without fault?
Okay, so to be honest, I don't know this by heart, but I think it's 2 megabytes of internet connection. Nothing related to the device that you're using. All browsers are in game with Vidthere, and basically it's fully browser based, and you can run it on mobiles as well. But about any specifications, again, please email our support agents because I don't know these technicalities by heart now. So apologies for that, but yeah.
That's all right. Thank you so much for that. All right. As predicted, there are a couple questions here about sub accounts. EG asks, what is a sub account? And Samantha asks, what are the limitations on sub accounts?
Yeah, thank you very much for those questions. So sub accounts are accounts in Vidthere. So let's say I have an account, an AppSumo account in Vidthere with 2 codes. I have 25 sub accounts to invite people to use. So I'll invite my team members. They will get an invitation. If they accept it, they get their own Vidthere account. So their specific login and a brand new account in Vidthere. So it means that they will inherit your features. Inherit your features in terms of everything that you have in Vidthere, they will, except for the sub accounts, of course, and the limitations. So you set up the limitations, but limitations in terms of how many meeting participants they will be allowed to have. Live webinars are unlimited for everyone, even for your sub accounts, but meetings, they can be controlled by you. So in your settings, you have the account management section where you can manage that. And let's say I want to allow Lizzie to have 7 participants in her meetings. I just can control that through my settings. Yeah, and you can do that for all of the 25 sub accounts that you have separately. So everyone can have a number of participants that you decide they should.
Wonderful. All right, we have a couple questions about the roadmap. Daniel wants to know about improvements coming to mobile and going full screen. Somebody who's here anonymously wants to know about implementing breakout rooms. So can you tell us a little bit about what's on the roadmap, what Sumolinks have to be excited about, and what you're excited about?
Yeah, so okay, so when it comes to the mobile responsiveness, it is responsive, but we are aware that we need to do some adjustments there as well. So working on it, maybe as a top priority, to be honest. So it will be like fully responsive on mobile devices as well. When I'm saying fully responsive, means for attendees, but also for hosts as well. So that's something that it's our top priority at the moment. But thank you very much for raising that question. When it comes to the roadmap, what I'm mostly excited, maybe I'm excited about everything, to be honest, that is happening with Vidthere, but maybe about breakout rooms, and I'm excited about virtual backgrounds that we're going to have. And also I should mention this, fully white label on your dashboard. So we've been actually receiving a lot of feedback and very constructive feedback from you people, and thank you very much for that. And we decided to go for it immediately. Like, we're going to allow you to white label your dashboard, so make it fully branded. You won't see Vidthere anywhere on your dashboard if you don't want to. So that's something that I'm really excited about, and I'm sure you guys are all excited about. But we'll keep you posted, because we do like weekly emails on Vidthere updates. So weekly summaries of what has been done and what is up to be done in the next week and so. And also bi-weekly webinars on Vidthere about, again, improvements, what is planned, what has been done, what has been delivered, and of course appreciate your feedback on those webinars as well. So basically, Vidthere people have to listen to me on my weekly basis on those webinars, but are very effective, to be honest, and everyone knows what is going on and what is going to be happening the next weeks.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, Marcelo wants to know, what does the CNAME option give me / not give me?
Okay. So the CNAME option will give you the option to have a custom, let's say, domain or your events. So it means that, for example, if I want to use alexrocks.com, I can use that as a domain for my events, and people will see that when they are creating live webinars. So they'll click on that event and join you on your Vidthere event. So it's basically like a white label option for the URLs of your event. So you use a custom domain there, and yeah, deliver that link to people who are invited to your events.
All right. We have some questions about the resolution of the videos. And I lost the question. So I believe that means that Lissy answered it, but I just want to make sure that it's available in the replay. Can you just, where did it go? Oh, what about the video quality? 1080 or 720? How about films per second?
1080p. Yeah, 1080p. Now about frame per seconds. I'm really bad at remembering numbers. Sorry, I think it's 25, but bear with me if it's not. Maybe Lissy will answer that correct. But for the quality, it's 1080p.
I think Lissy did say 25, so you nailed it.
Yay!
Do sub accounts all have 100 each in the video area?
If you decide so. So if you decide to give them 100 participants in their meeting rooms, they'll have it. So there is, yeah, let me just briefly explain that. There is no like dividing participants. You have 100 participants on your meetings, and your sub accounts will be able to have max of 100 participants, but it's up to you how many you decide to give them. But you don't divide them. Let's say if I have 25 sub accounts, I need to divide these 100 participants to all of them. No, that's not true. So 100 participants for you, and max of 100 participants for each of the sub accounts that you are controlling.
Awesome. Yeah. Another question about sub accounts is, instead of giving it to other team members, can I use it for another one of my brands? Basically so that the sub account can have its own logo.
Yeah, so basically those are your accounts. You decide what to do with them, to be honest. So you can give them to your family, you can give them, or you can use it by yourself. You just invite yourself on the email that you want to use for that particular account, and yeah, you got another account in Vidthere. So it's basically really up to the user how they want to use the sub accounts.
Sorry, it wouldn't unmute me. All right, the next question. Okay, so we've gotten this question a few times. I actually have no idea how this would work. They want to know if we could do a sample meeting and we can show it to them. I don't know how to do that. But maybe
Okay, cool. I'll answer that. So at this moment, I cannot do a simple meeting because Zoom is using my camera and microphone. It will corrupt Vidthere, but you can always contact us at support@Vidthere and schedule a trial meeting with our agents. So it means that you'll get an invitation for a Vidthere meeting. You will run a meeting with, let's say, Naila or Sanya or Atanas, and see how meetings work. Hope that makes sense.
Great. Yeah, I think that's why somebody asked why there isn't a live demo. It's because we have her already in a webinar.
Yeah.
we made her do this webinar, unfortunately. All right. Some more questions. And Sumilings, again, if you have questions, you can go ahead and leave those in the Q&A box. I'm working on getting most of these answered aloud, but we also have Lissy here who is answering questions as well. All right, so we have some more follow-ups. Can we do a sample meeting? Okay, do sub accounts have separate logins?
Yeah, they do. So they basically act like separate accounts. So I'll go into details because I see that you are interested in them. So you invite me and I get an invitation on my email. I accept the invitation and I use basically that email. I set up my password. So I do basically like a sign up, but free sign up because you invited me to be a sub account in your main account. I get a separate login. So an email, a password, and a separate workspace for me on Vidthere. So they're basically acting like separate accounts. So the owner, let's say, of the sub accounts has no access to your account at all, except if you decide to give them access, of course. But otherwise, it just acts like a regular Vidthere account with the restrictions of meeting participants that the owner of the sub account will decide to put for you. But anyway, they do act like separate accounts because they are separate accounts.
Great, thank you. All right, we have some questions about the meetings feature. How is it different and similar to, say, like Zoom that we're using right now?
Okay, so basically it's very similar because you have everyone on screen, like everyone, your attendees on screen. You can see them if they want to and if you want to. So you have the full control of their audio and video. So as on Zoom, you can mute people and you can ask them to turn the camera off. So basically it looks the same, and there is a screen share mode that you can use during your presentation. Now, one thing that it's different, it's that when you're sharing screen, that's on the main screen actually. So everyone is following your screen, and that's on the main screen. Otherwise, if you decide to have somebody else on the screen, you just click on their image like on Zoom and have them full screen. But if you're sharing a presentation on meeting, so yeah, you up to the presentation, I guess. But again, very similar to Zoom, except for that once the screen share is on, it's on full screen.
Great. All right, one question I can answer. AppSumo, this deal is a lifetime deal, so this means how many years? Lifetime, for
Yeah.
indefinitely. As many years as you have, you can have
Yeah.
this. So another question though about the deal, if I buy 2 codes, I get 200 participants and each sub account also gets a max of 200 each? Question mark.
Mm-hmm. So again, they actually inherit your features, but it's up to you. So 200 at max, but it's up to you how many participants they will get on meetings. So let's say if I wanna give Lizzie 50 participants, I can do that through my account in settings. So it's really up to you, but yes, they inherit your features. So it means that if you have 200 participants, that it means that your sub accounts can have 200 participants at max in their video meetings.
Great. Are there analytics of viewers who and what time and frequency of their views in Evergreen Webinars?
Yeah, so full statistics. Once the webinar is ended, you can check the full statistics of it. And of course, when it comes to Evergreen webinars, if it's a recurring one, you can always check the statistics real time. So it means that you can go into the event section and check the full statistics. Like you can check who registered for the event but didn't attend it live, who was live but left earlier, and so on. So everything that any movement actually that your participants have done in the event, you can track that with the full statistics.
Great, thank you. Can we kick people out of meetings or secure the meeting space?
Yeah, you can kick them out. I really hope that it's not something that you will be prompt to do, but yeah, you can kick them out. And when it comes to locking meetings, thank you for raising that. That's already on our roadmap. So something that we are trying to adjust for to make your meetings, secure and not that everyone can join, and even a password would be available as well. So something on the roadmap.
Great. So I guess speaking of roadmap, will the future updates in Vidthere be available for AppSumo plans?
Yeah, so basically everything that is going to be happening in Vidthere, you get it because it's a lifetime deal and not about Vidthere today, but about Vidthere tomorrow and Vidthere in the future. So it means that any feature updates that we're going to make into Vidthere will be available for you as grandparent features for you guys, because you get a lifetime deal for Vidthere today, but also Vidthere tomorrow.
Wonderful. And is there a roadmap in existence somewhere that they can see?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Actually, it's on our website, but Lizzie, can you send the roadmap to the chat so they can check it?
Yeah,
But yeah.
Amanda's just asked for that, just so you know, that's coming at you in the chat. All right, we get this question every webinar. Are you GDPR compliant?
Yes, we are.
Amazing. All right, this may have already been asked. Can you download the recorded webinars to post on other platforms such as YouTube?
Yep. Once the webinar has ended, in the events section, you'll have a download button and MP4 file coming up to your device. So use it for future reference.
Great. Will the user know that they are using Vidthere when they are invited to sign up for a sub account?
Yeah, they will know that they're using Vidthere because they're creating the account in the Vidthere sign up page. So you give them access to a sub account, but they need to do a sign up like for a regular account, actually add a password and a username as well. So yeah, they will.
Wonderful. We're getting, I'm loving this deal more and more. I love the software and we'll buy it. All right. So the next, we're getting so many questions coming in. I really appreciate everybody with these questions. How long, okay, recordings. Does it automatically record, and how long are recordings available in Vidthere?
Yeah, so it automatically records. So we have that button like record event by default checked, but if you decide to not have it, you can just disable that. But by default, we do record events in Vidthere, and there is no limit actually on that. So you can have as many events as you want, as many recordings as you want in Vidthere in your events section. So that's a section on the dashboard where you can check your events by category, so meetings, live webinars, evergreen webinars, and the recordings of them, and also download them from there.
Great. All right. Is there a limit on how many webinars we can do a month?
No, there is no such limit. So the only limit that we have is in the meeting participants. No limit on how many meetings you can have, how many webinars you can run with Vidthere. So no limits on your attendees on live webinars. You're limited only in the meeting participants actually, and on the sub accounts, because that depends on the plan that you have in your account.
Great. Can two sub accounts within the same main account do a different meeting or webinar at the same time?
Yeah, definitely, because they act as separate accounts. So I have a sub account granted, let's say by Lissy, and another team member has that. We have our separate sub accounts, separate workspaces, so it's not dependable on any of the accounts. Like just separate accounts on Vidthere. Let's say 2 different or 3 different customers, so you can run your events wherever you want to, because it's just a separate account in Vidthere. It doesn't limit anything, and it's not actually connected in any way with the owner or with the other sub accounts from the same owner.
All right. Is the recorded video storage unlimited and forever?
Yeah, unlimited and forever, as long as you're using Vidthere.
Cool. Can attendees control how they see other participants, like in Zoom? So can they change from gallery to spotlight, etc.?
Yeah, so nice question. So currently we only have one grid, one view, but thank you for that. I think that we're going to take this this suggestion into consideration and see what we can do to change to actually allow you people to change the grid of your meetings. But currently it's one static grid that we have there.
We did get a yay for that, so yay. Also, as I told you would come up, are integrations. David wants to know what integrations are available.
Yeah, so autoresponders and Zapier at the moment. So you can find a public invitation to Zapier in Vidthere and a full list of integrations. Let me see which ones I have remembered. So SendGrid, Sendinblue, Mailshake, MailChimp, we have MailVio, we have ActiveCampaign, I don't remember the others, but I do have an article on that. And Lissy, if you can find that in the help center, you can send over to people. It's like a full list of the autoresponders that we have. So you can check the full native integrations that we currently have with Vidthere.
Great. What is the difference between screen share a video versus upload video? And can I upload my recent YouTube webinars to Vidthere Evergreen Webinar?
Okay, so the difference is that if you share your screen, let's say you want to share a YouTube video, so you share your screen, they see where it is coming from. They see that it's a YouTube video and it's let's say it's not that it won't work, but it would be actually showing the source where you're sharing the video from. Now, if you upload that video to your event and play it during the event, it will just be a presentation made by you and a video made by you for the sake of the presentation. So it's like make it more valuable and more effective thing. So you can share the screen and show a YouTube video, but we always suggest that you use it as a uploaded video because, yeah, it, as I said, it increases the value of the webinar and it looks more professional, to be honest. So you just upload the video, you use it for the presentation, you play it and go back into share screen mode or whatever mode you were using before.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Can we upload PowerPoint slides or PDFs?
Yeah, so currently, no, that's not an option. You cannot upload them, but you can use the share screen or more specifically the share application window in order to share them. So if you decide to share an application window, you'll just share the PowerPoint presentation and nothing else on the screen and go with the PowerPoint presentation, then reshare the screen or go back into camera mode. So it's not currently available to upload them. But thank you for the feedback, and I'll gather all the suggestions that you're guys making here for my team. But currently you can share your application window, any application that you would like to share, not just the PowerPoint presentation, and share it that way.
Great. And Sumolings, we are going to be wrapping this up soonish, usually probably within the next few minutes. So if you have any more questions, I'm going to get to as many as I can, but obviously the deal page is, still there for you and you can ask whatever questions you have there, or you can, follow up on this YouTube video. Okay. Is there a waiting room for meetings or webinars?
Yeah, so as I've mentioned before, no, there is no waiting room at this moment, but it's something that we have on the roadmap and we know it's very important for our users. So trying to adapt as soon as possible. And in software development, as soon as possible doesn't mean tomorrow, but in a couple of weeks or even a month. Yeah.
Totally. This all sounds so difficult to create. I have no idea how any of you do it. Somebody asked about autoresponders. Lissy did go ahead and leave that list of autoresponders in the chat room. If you're watching this in the replay, you'll be able to find that in their support documentations on the Vidthere website. That's also where you're going to find the roadmap, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So the questions that we're getting right now about the roadmap, you should be able to find the answers that you need there. So the last two questions that we have already kind of been addressed, but I just want a clarification because we have two of them here in the Q&A box. One was how much internet speed is needed. And then somebody said, do we really need 2 gigabytes of upload speed to use the platform? What is the minimum to upload? Is there anything else you can add to that? I feel like we've already answered this, but.
Yeah, so that was a typo in the deal page. It's not 2 gigabytes, it's 2 megabytes. So I've already answered that. Sorry for the typo. And we couldn't edit the comment, so we've added a new comment. But yeah, actually it's 2 megabytes. Sorry for the typo, guys.
Great. Not gigabytes, it's megabytes. I'm pretty sure in this recording earlier you said that too. So that has been clarified. Hopefully, no more confusion, and typos are the worst and I'm great at them, so I relate. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I get it. I get the struggle of the typo. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, Sumolings. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you so much sorry about the bus right outside my apartment. Thank you so much for getting the deal if you already have. We'd love to hear how it's working for you. You can go ahead and do that on the deal page, appsumo.com/vidthere. You can go ahead and redeem your codes. It is starting at just $89 for a lifetime deal. And of course, course, Vidthere is backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee. So you can go ahead and get set up, start playing around with it and see how it works for you. We love to know how it's working for you on the deal page. And then of course, if you have any more questions, you can leave those there as well. Thank you. Yay, we got purchased. Yay. Thank you, Lissy, so much for answering all of the questions throughout. And Alex, of course, thank you also for answering all the questions and for taking us through the product. It has been wonderful to have you today.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you everyone who joined this webinar. Remember, every feedback is much appreciated, so see you on the deal page. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Y'all are awesome, and
Yeah.
I will see you later. Thank
Bye.
you.